A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Rainbow Warriors head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Straight ahead, it's Richard. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Out wide left, it's Preston. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Drops back on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Back-to-back incompletions now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Indiana! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Barfield. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Wants to go up top on second down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Right side, it's Richard. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Left side, it's Becker. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, in that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes a catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out wide left, it's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Turning it on. They'll get him 49.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Keeps it himself. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Complete. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. The Hoosiers take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz.
Ready, go.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The AT unit on the field. And he hit the left upright. No good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got a man. It's Becker. At the 35, he's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
You know, it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Tough run here. It's Richard. Taken down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Left side, it's Marsh. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Indiana! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Deep in the end zone, it's Barfield. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Out wide left, it's Becker. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Hoosiers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bond. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now hits it, it's Richard. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Trying to run, it's Richard.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Back to pass on second down. Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They march 72 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. On the stop.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Richard. He's there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quick catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Second and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now timeout taken. Indiana, that's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. It's a much-needed bye for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Gets the back moving. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover. Man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This quarterback part of their running game. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Second down, gonna throw it. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
between the hashes. It's shot. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, get the yardage.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his man, it's Bond. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chains, and it'll be first down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines.
Let's go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throwing right. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Delayed handoff. It's Richard. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quick give. It's Richard. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Turns it upfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think...
He caught it! And he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. Hawaii calls it second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
Makes a grab and room to run. The 40. The 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. The screen, he can go. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his target. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on third and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
The run inside. It's Barfield. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 20.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
On the ground, it's Richard. Past the 6. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
For the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Working that wide receiver screen. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
2nd down to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Good timing on the quick out. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Shakes a man, and he might take... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Left side is Preston. Down he goes.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Right at the line. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barfield. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Intercepted by Indiana. And they'll take over first and 10.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Motion from the back. Powers through the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback changing the play. Running inside. It's Richard. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
24. First and goal, Indiana.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Black 18! Black 18!
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Move! Stop!
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Barfield. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Wants to go up top on second down. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Snap from the gun on third down. Under pressure. And down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Snapped on fourth down. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Set to kick it off.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Snags it over the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The misconnection leaves him with a third down. From the gun, it's Richard. Shows him the stiff arm. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the back. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Run in the red zone. It's Martin. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Fourth and 2.
Red 54! Red 54!
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 4th and 2. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Turns up, it's Harris. Fights off a defender.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Motion from the wideout. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in to 1st down and more. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And this QB has been on top of him. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The Rainbow Warriors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.